Shalom. I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to all the occupant pushing the truth all over the four corners of the earth. Okay, Shalom. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Psalm 17, and I'm gonna start at 6. It's a good prayer that David prayed, right? So I'm gonna start off with that prayer. It says, verse 6. I have called upon thee, for thou would hear me, O Yahweh. Incline thine ear unto me, and hear my speech. Show thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand, from them which put their trust in thee, from those that rise up against them. Right. It's a good prayer. Okay. It says, verse 8. Keep me as the apple of thy eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings. See that? From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. And you have wicked men that's oppressing the elect right now, you know. So this is a real good prayer that we should pray, you know. Us Akim that's in this truth, this is a good prayer that we should pray. We can pray this prayer word for word, you know, and it'll be, you know, hidden with what's going on today. You see, because no one wants the elect to preach this gospel, but the elect. That's the only people that want to hear it, the elect, right? You see, it says, verse 8, keep me as the apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing. Verse 9, from the wicked that oppress me. Who's oppressing us today? The wicked. The wicked still oppressing us. You see, Esau and the heathen nation, they still oppressing us this day. You see, every day we oppressed. You understand? So yeah, we get upset. You know, we get mad. We don't like being here, you know, because we want the kingdom. You know, it says, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. You see that? Who's doing that? Our enemies are doing that to us. Not our friends, not my elect brother. You know, Lord willing, if I'm one of the elect men of Israel and this brother is one of the elect, then he's not my enemy if he's part of the elect. If we both part of the elect, that's not your enemy. No, that's not your enemy. See? It says, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. You see? And who are your enemies? The so-called white man, the Moab, the so-called Japanese man, you know, the so-called Jews that's over in our land. All of these are our enemies. The Hamites, they're all them are our enemies, you know. And it says, verse 10, they are enclosed in their own fat. See? They're not going to share with you. With their mouth, they speak proudly. With their mouth, they speak proudly. Hey, the enemy nation speaks so proudly, man. Like, if you could just imagine the way they speak about us when they're behind closed doors, when they're at home, right? And they buddy come over. Imagine the proudness that's within that conversation about us, the Israelites. You see, the chosen children, right? The people of the Lord. You see, they have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, power. Disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. You see, this is a good prayer, a great prayer. Deliver my soul from the wicked. You see, we in captivity, right? The Lord said we would go through this. So by us praying to the Lord to say, Lord, deliver my soul from the wicked, guess what we're doing? We're fast forwarding to receiving the kingdom. We're fast forwarding the Most High, Yahweh Shai coming back to deliver us. You see, it says, which is thy wicked, verse 14, from men. Oh, so the wicked and our enemies are men, right? It's not you have these people in these churches want to say that it's uh a spirit or whatever they say. But no, these are men, you see, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, power from men of the world. You see that? From men of the world, which have their portion in their life. See that? They got everything they need and that they want in their life, and whose belly thou fillest uh, with thine hid treasure. See that? They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. You see that? And that's what the enemy nation. Hey, they don't say, well, you know what? We made trillions of dollars off of the backs of you Israelites, you slaves, you so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans. We've made so much money off of you, you can't even count it all that they've made off of us. But guess what? They didn't give us shit, right? They didn't give us they didn't share the wealth with us. You see, they only did what? Kept it within their family and passed it down to their children and then their children, and then all the way down to the little ones. You see. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be sanctified when I awake with thy likeness. See that? So that's what we're gonna do. We are continuing to uplift Yahweh Shema Shai. Every time we read the scriptures, do videos, go out and teach on the weekend. You know, when we keep the Sabbaths, keep the new moons, when we all the high holy days, when we do all of that, hold the Passover, when we do all of that, we're making the Most High proud. We're making him smile at us. You see, so we did mess up, right? So don't you want to correct when you went off in your past life? Don't you want to correct that? Well, the way to doing that is what? Giving into these scriptures, you know, and giving all praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. You see? So that's what we're gonna do until we get to the kingdom. You know? Uh this is First Maccabees chapter 3 and 41. It says, and the merchants of the country, hearing the fame of them, took silver and gold very much with servants, and came into the camp to buy the children of Israel for slaves. A power also of Syria and of the land of the Philistines joined themselves unto them. So what did they come do? They came to what? They brought silver and gold to buy slaves, right? The children by the children of Israel to make them slaves. You see, so the most the chosen children, the Israelites are who? You so-called blacks, Native Americans, and you Latino tribes. You see, y'all are the Israelites. We are the chosen children. You see, so it's recorded in the scriptures that we was bought for slaves. They bought us to be slaves. You see, uh, Deuteronomy Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. It says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again." Won't see our homeland no more. "And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies," sold unto your enemies, not your friends, sold unto your enemies, right? Okay? For bond men, for slave men, and bond women, slave women, and no man shall buy you. No man gonna be able to help you. You see that? So we these are documents here in the scriptures to show you that we was the ones that was bought for slaves. You know, so this is our book. But our captivity is almost over. Us being in captivity is almost over. We're right here at it. We're right here at taking the kingdom. You see? Yep, we're right here at taking the kingdom. And we're going to possess it forever. Daniel 7, right? This is Baruch chapter 3. Yep. Baruch 3 and 8. "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us." See that? Where Yahweh by Shemel Shai has scattered us for a reproach and a curse. See that? There was a curse that we had to go through because we went off. We had to go through the curse of being sold into captivity over here in a strange land, right? That's this land is ours, but we gotta be slaves in this land. We don't own nothing in this land, you see, but it belongs to us. You see how backwards that sounds? This land belongs to us, but you can't have the resources off of it. You know, you can't eat off of this land because it's defiled. You see, but it's ours. "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah." You see that? So that's why we had to go through this. But we're almost at the end of being in captivity. You see? Because nothing lasts forever but the kingdom once we receive it, right? That's the only thing that's gonna last forever. It's the kingdom. Everything else is just for it's just for a time, you know. It's just for a period of time. We had to we had to um, go into captivity, become slaves only for a period of time, but we're gonna enjoy the kingdom forever. You see, uh, Baruch chapter 4 and verse 23. It says, "For I sent you out with mourning and weeping. That's right. But the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. You see that? When Yahushua, when he come deliver the elect, and we will be his again, when he deliver us, it's gonna be forever. You see, all of this, the captivity, the brutal things that Esau did to us in this captivity, that stuff only for a period of time. See, but what we're gonna receive forever is the kingdom, and Esau know that. He know it. He know that we are the the, 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 the children of the Most High. He know that. He know that he's the wicked, and he know he only have a certain amount of time to rule. But see, Yahweh Shema Shai is bringing everything to a close. You see, and when he bring it all the way to a close, guess what? That's when we got the kingdom. You understand? Okay. It says, verse 24, like as now the neighbor of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly they shall see your salvation from the Most High. You see that? Which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. You see that? So when Yahushua comes with the chariots and World War III, you got the nuclear bombs going off everywhere, burning everything up, flesh dropping off of people's bones. That's when we will receive the kingdom for forever. You see, that's that's what we that's what we dream of. That's what we pray of. You know, that's what we meditate on. That kingdom. You see that? If oppression makes us mad, right? What do we do to counteract that? We read the scriptures. We pray to Yahweh Shema Shai. We fast, you see, and we reflect on the kingdom. And we don't even have everything that's going to come along in the kingdom. We only have so much of it, you see. But that's enough. Yahweh Shema Shai gave us enough to comfort us. You see, He is the comforter, and He gave us enough to make us want the kingdom and to make us push and to make us fight for the kingdom. He gave us enough. You see, and that's beautiful, man. That's man, that's beautiful, man. That's encouraging. You know, that's when you uh look at your situations, man. When you look at uh the state that we're in right now, and you see everything that's going on, you see how the Most High bringing all them armies together to what? To destroy them, or in over in the Middle East. When you see all of that, when you see the mark of the beast, when you see the chip, you know, from when the apostles been teaching that for years. So like for years. And then you see it coming to pass, man, that's motivation. That's motivation. That's joy. That's happiness. That's you know, the kingdom is almost here. We went through, we're still going through our captivity, but it's only for a short period of time. See, the kingdom gonna be forever. See, the time period that we've been in captivity, it doesn't even compare to eternity, to forever in the kingdom. See, that don't compare. The captivity was for a short period of time. The, our kingdom is gonna last forever. The kingdom is gonna be forever. You see? So that helps. That helps me get through, you know, the next week. until the next day or the next minute or the next hour. That's what that does. So uh with that, I'm gonna end it there. Um, hope brothers was motivated. All praise, and honor goes to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And to the next time, Shalom.